Boy everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video I'll be giving my performance review of the Way of Wade 8082, the regular version, but in the version 2. Let's go. This is the version 2 of the 8082 regular one. So the Ultras have a full-length boom insole midsole cushion, but with this one, the regular version, it has the cloud cushion, which was really what made Li-Ning known for quite some time, and they're using this here in the version 2 of the 8082, but in the drop-in insole tech. And like a lot of you, like me, I am really into the drop-in midsole because you could really feel the cushion right below your foot. So if we're talking about the cushion, let's talk about how it feels compared to the version 1. And I would say the version 2's cloud cushion is the same with the version 1. Not much difference in that aspect, but we will get into the parts which they change on the version 1, and I think it's also an upgrade from the version 1. With that, let's talk about the upper of the version 2, which is kind of different from the version 1, which has that ripstop screen mesh type of material. But with this one, the upper is like a fused material, but it's not too rigid or hard, still moves. The main difference is this doesn't have the ventilation like the version 1 has. There's no holes here, but I think it made it a little bit better because I could feel the upper to be more supportive around my foot. So I think the upper of the version 2, even though it's not as well ventilated as the version 1, but the support that's giving you is really nice, especially the lateral support. This big fusing from the toe area to the lateral part, of course durability, and it really contains your foot when I'm dragging my foot laterally. So I would say it's an upgrade, and it doesn't feel hot on your foot even though there's not much ventilation on the upper. But where the ventilation will come more is of course around the tongue. This is like a screen neoprene like type material, jersey material. So when I'm blowing it, it's very well ventilated, so it doesn't feel hot around your foot, so don't be worried about that. And the lacing system is the same with the version 1, a traditional lacing system, and it's very easy to customize. And another thing that will help out in the containment of the version 2 is of course the strap. This is a new strap, a new tech that they use here in the version 2, and maybe you will say it's just a gimmick, just for aesthetics, but it also helps out in the lockdown. So when I'm really strapping it that tight around my foot, and the Velcro that they're using here is really nice. It doesn't go or doesn't remove that easily. It's very sticky. So when you are moving, you can see that it doesn't fall off, and it gives you an extra fit or a better fit to your foot when you really strap it properly. So you feel like the sneaker is really part of your midfoot, and it's very responsive. It gives a little bit more responsiveness compared to the version 1. As for the heel containment lockdown, that's another part where I think it's an upgrade. If you can see it, it looks like the version 1, but the material that they are using here on the version 2 is the cat's tongue material that we've seen in the hardened volume force, which is like the material is soft when you're touching it going down, but when you're rubbing it going up, it feels rough, so it gives a little bit more friction. So what it does is it gives a little bit more heel containment lockdown. So heel containment is a lot better on the version 2s. That's what I immediately felt from the version 1s, because the version 1s has a softer material that they use for the Achilles pillows. So they are the same thickness, but the material really is a game changer, or the main difference between these two. So this cat's tongue material really holds your foot down, especially when you're wearing a socks. So it really grips on the material of the socks. So I think that's another improvement on the version 2. Other details, of course, this plastic containment piece. So if you haven't watched my performance review of the version 1, I'll be putting the link down in the description below so you know more about what it felt on the version 1. So like I said, in the cushion, impact protection is really nice on a cloud foam that's drop-in. You could feel the impact protection on the cushion, especially around the heel and forefoot also. There's a bit bounce to it, but not as bouncy as you would compare it to the Ultra Edition. I'll be giving a comparison video between the two soon. And cloud cushion, if you're someone who likes responsiveness below your foot, a lot of impact protection from the forefoot and heel. The 808-2 cushion is really nice. Now let's talk about the outsole. The traction is really grippy, even on a moist floor, on a semi-dusty floor. Of course, on the dusty floor, you have to wipe it every now and then, but it's not a dust magnet like other sneakers that just one run and you would feel your foot slipping already. But with this one, on the 808-2, it's not immune, because I saw a comment in my other video that they slip on a dusty floor. Of course, you would slip when you don't wipe it, because eventually that's natural. If you're playing on a dusty floor, it will stick on your outsole. But what really makes a good traction on a basketball sneaker is it attracts dust, but it doesn't attract dust that easily. The time of the attraction of dust is not that quick, so you don't need to wipe it every run, every moment that you run every time that you run up and down the floor. So you have to wipe it every now and then. So that's on the regular version of the 808-2. Version 1, version 2, no difference for me. On the version 1, I have the blue colorway. I forgot what it's called, but this one is the lavender colorway, which I think is really dope. A very nice subtle blue or baby blue on the top, some white, some soft yellows on the strap, and of course this lavender outsole is really nice. It has like a very soft purple color to it, and of course, similar to all 808, the lateral outrigger is really nice. The base of the sneaker is really wide, so stability on the sneaker is not a problem at all. It's, I think, one of the best, especially the rise is really low to the ground. It's very easy to get your balance on the 808-2 series. Now, as for the sizing of the 808-2, this is a little update because I got to try this 10.5, so I went half a size down on the version 2. So I would say the fit on the 10.5 is a little bit better for me compared to the US 11. So I would say regular footers go half a size down, and if you're a wide footer, go true to size. As for outdoor use, I think you can use this outdoors. The rubber material is really hard. The lines are really thick too, and a very nice depth to the traction. So I would say outdoor use is good on the 808-2. It's low to the ground, but the impact protection is really nice on the cloud drop-in midsole insole. So this is 120 US dollars. So that's around 6,700 pesos here in the Philippines. So I got this over at wayofway.com. So if you want to order, go drop by their site to order some of their latest basketball sneaker. So which one will I choose, the version 1 or the version 2? I would choose the version 2 from the version 1 because of the upgrades that they put in here. The version 1 has the same price to the version 2, so I would grab the version 2. But if the version 1 goes on sale, that's a whole different story. So if you're more on a budget and if you see a sale price on the version 1 is also a very good basketball sneaker. But the upgrades on the version 2, if you have the extra money, it's worth the extra money on the version 2 because the upgrade on the cat's tongue, the strap, the material, better support, better lateral support, heel containment too is a little bit better on the version 2. So let me know what you think about the 808-2 version 2. Would you choose this over the version 1? Let me know in the comments down below. So this has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by this channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.